I are working here today. Is evidence of that.
What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and this is Take 2. This is XP11, beautiful people. We're gonna be here in sunny California, or not so sunny California. You can see it's a bit gloomy outside. Brought the shades today, expecting a sunny day out here in Northern California as we're checking out the new Orbx TrueEarth NorCal. But it's a bit shady. We got a storm rolling in from the south, so we need to hurry up and get out of here. And I'm gonna try to show you guys what we had going on. Last time my OBS crashed, but you know, we're not gonna worry about that too much. Matter of fact, we're gonna start out with a motivational quote of the day to kind of get us in some positive thoughts and some positive vibes, because you know OBS crashing is my most favorite thing in the world. Today's motivational quote, though, it's kind of a twofer. My life is shaped by my thoughts. That is today's first motivational quote. And our second is, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. And God got you through that. So don't worry about tomorrow. But anyways, on that note, man, just wanted to kind of spread some positive vibes for you guys in a not so positive situation. OBS crashed on us after I did the entire intro and was getting ready to get the aircraft started. And hopefully it doesn't happen again. So hopefully we'll have a better luck this time. But thank you guys for sticking around, Tripix and 15 Eagles, and all you guys who came back in to rejoin once again on our second attempt at this. And I am going to go ahead and show you guys once again, I showed this earlier, show you guys what we have planned for today. We're going to bring that music back because I was really digging that. Nice. Let me turn it up just a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys over to the to my screen. That's not it. There it is. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're gonna move over here to first of all, we're gonna take a look at our route map. So I'm not gonna go through all this too much, but you can see we still have a network out here in Texas. We added on 3 new routes to that since we've last talked about FSeconomy. Matter of fact, we are flying FSeconomy today. And then our Arizona route kind of expanded as well. We added, I think, 2 more stops, Prescott and I think it's Bisbee, Douglas International, over there in southern Arizona. And then our California route network hasn't changed all that much. Not the southern one, but our northern California route has moved over to basically create a hub at San Jose. That's where we'll be flying today. But right now we're starting off in Corcoran over here in the farm area. And hopefully that music is not too loud. Let's turn it down a little bit. That's the wrong one. That one. All right. And so over to Sky Vector. So today's route, as long as we don't have any other issues, is starting off here at Corcoran, California. 43. What is it called? Yeah, 43 Charlie November. And we're gonna head up to Mendota. We'll pick up some passengers there and head over to Monterey. From Monterey, we're gonna do a quick hop over to San Jose to Modesto all the way over to Nevada again. Nevada 27 is the name of that airport, over some mountains. So we'll be taking a look at some of this area out here over the Northern California region that Orbx has given us with TrueEarth. So looking forward to that. So we need to get out of here. As you can see, there's some storms rolling in the south, and we already have some overcast stuff happening we're starting off at. So we're gonna stay pretty low. I think the clouds are around 3,000 feet. So I'm gonna stay pretty low, trying to avoid that, because I actually want to look at the scenery. That's why I want to get out of here pretty quickly. We're gonna do this. And Game Infinite Flight, yeah, man, you know how it is, man. Freaking OBS crashed. So I'm not gonna really bring that up anymore, because that just kind of reminds me and puts me in a bad mood. But today we're gonna try to be positive vibes today, baby. I got some hot chocolate, and hot chocolate always chills me out. I know it's kind of the opposite. Hot chocolate chills me out. It does. It really does chill me out. You can ask my wife. It's almost like I get so, like, you'll see. Right now, waiting for it to cool down. It's a little too hot. It's freshly brewed out the Keurig machine. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get started. We got lots of stops and a lot of things to do today. I'm gonna hop into the cockpit, and OBS, you better not crash. If OBS crashes one more time, we will either reschedule this flight for later today, or we're just gonna play Call of Duty. Like, I'm gonna take charge of my day. I'm not gonna let OBS run how my day goes. And speaking of that, I'm not gonna do a realistic startup of the King Air today. We're gonna do a quick start because we're already behind schedule. We'll get XEconomy loaded up. We're gonna log in. Start flight. That'll be our first passengers picking up here out of Corcoran. And then we need, what else am I missing here? I think we're good. We are using active Skyday, not using Accent Enviro at the moment. I'm gonna go straight to before takeoff. Come on, come on. There we go. Alright, there we go. Let me move this hot chocolate out of the way. And get my flight gear. Uh-oh. I think I just killed the engine. Yeah, I did. Yep, I did. Alright, let's try that again. Before takeoff, come on. There we go. Alright. Alright, so we do have AVATAB on the left. And then we have 2 Garmin GTN 750s on the right. We're really only going to be using one of them, honestly. Alright, flight plans. So first we're going to head to M90. From M90, Monterey. Ooh, I probably should have put fuel. I just thought about that. KMRY. And then KSJC. And that'll be our last flight in the King Air 350. Then we're gonna switch to the Citation and do the rest of the legs. We'll go to about 2,500. Be flying VFR. There it is. All right, cool. Percy, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yes, Percy, check out on the forums, just look up B1900 GTN 750, Ether. I call him Ether, I don't know how you say his name, but Ether, the same guy who modded the King Air 350 with the GTNs and the AVATAB, he also modded the 1900 with the GTN and the center console, so definitely go and look that up on the X-Plane forums. It's for free, obviously, but it's really good. I got it. He also did it for the Cessna 208 as well. Absolutely recommended. Absolutely recommended. Alright, go full on the condition lever. And let's go make sure we have enough fuel for this flight. I'm gonna go to FSeconomy here. I'm actually gonna cancel the flight and we're gonna load up a little bit more fuel. This is our FBO, so I'm gonna load up enough fuel to get us all the way to San Jose. Matter of fact, I might, yeah, we'll do it here. I'm gonna cancel this flight if it'll let me. Oh, I haven't even started yet. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get fuel. I usually, whenever I'm doing FS Economy flights and I'm flying our network that is like an FBO I own and I'm flying to an FBO I don't own, I usually, well, what they call a tanker, I'll tanker some fuel on the way there so that I don't have to refuel at the airport that I don't own, because that way I'm losing money because I'm paying for fuel when I don't need to pay for fuel. So I'm just gonna fill it up to 50%. That's gonna be about 192 gallons. That should be at 50%. Hit start flight. And there we go. And I'm gonna check the weather. Weather says that we have a light rain. We're not really seeing that. Altimeter is actually really low, 2956. That is crazy. Alright, flaps down. Land lights on, that's already on. Aircraft basically ready for takeoff. Let's go. Parking brake is released. Are we stuck? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we were stuck on something. I don't know. Alright, so it looks like the wind is pointing this way, so we'll go back taxi here. I don't know what the number of this runway is. Yeah, I don't know what number this is. Again, this airport is actually like based on a farm, so if you look off to our left here, I don't know if I've ever streamed out here. I did make this scenery for our flight group on FS Economy. This is one of the airports. It's actually one of the first FBOs that we've ever owned on FS Economy, and we were so excited. I was like, we got to make some scenery for it. So me and Nathan, my FS Economy business partner, we Well, first of all, I think he first said he did most of the groundwork on making the airport, but then I went back and did some finishing touches on it. And yeah, so this is our first one. It's a lot of things I could probably do better with it now that I kind of more experienced in scenery design. But I'm cool with it. I don't fly out here extremely often. But it is working pretty good with Orbx, only having one issue, and that issue is there's an extra bit of autogen that now generates inside the airport. So I'll have to get rid of that and edit that. So here we go, guys, taking off on whatever runway this is. And we'll basically just go north. Power on.
Auto feather lights on.
Be careful not to over torque like we did the 1900.
60 knots. Props full. V1. Positive rate. Gear up. V2.
Alright, again, I'm gonna try to stay pretty low. I don't know how high these clouds are.
Gear indicates up.
But I want to actually see the scenery that we're flying over.
Flaps
I'm
up.
thinking maybe right now I'm just assuming 2,500 feet is as high as I want to go. As we get closer to Monterey in that area, it should be clearer. That depends on how fast we get out of here and how fast we beat the storm that seems to be coming north. Yaw damper on. Navigation out select, and I'm going to hit autopilot. Okay, it didn't like that. Didn't like something. Maybe some trim. Yeah, we're already pretty high. I'm pulling the prop lever back to 1600 RPM. Yeah, I think it's 1600 RPM on the prop. Still technically flying it by hand. I'm starting to trim out the aircraft though. There's 2,500 feet. Want to level off there. Don't want to go any higher than that. Not right now. Most of our hops today are all pretty short, so it shouldn't take us long to get there. And as long as everything works out, we should be able to make it to our final stop, which will be in Nevada, in the Cessna Citation. So excited about that. All right, let's go see if autopilot can do anything for us now. There we go. And nav mode is inputted. It should follow our flight plan here. So it's a cool thing is it has the dual GTNs, but they're not really in sync. They're kind of completely separate. So you can kind of just use them for whatever purpose you want to use them for, but they're basically not in sync. So if you do something on this one, it's not going to be synced up with the other one, like if you were using the Garmin GNS 430s. And let me go ahead and connect to VATSIM. Not that it really matters. There's not any ATC out here at the moment, but I just like flying on VATSIM, at least being on there. It'll be VFR, so I'm not even gonna follow a flight plan. But this is farmland out in Orbx, or for Orbx, Northern California. Captain Geo, what's happening, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Flying low. What I'm wondering is how far out are these clouds gonna go? That's what I want to know. So I'm really thinking about just going ahead and turning off like the real world weather and switching to regular, like I guess default clear sky, so we can actually see everything. But I don't know, I like flying in real world weather, you know. Just kind of gives that bit of unpredictability a little bit. I never know what you're gonna get. But it shouldn't be too long, because when I first spawned in, because we're already like 2 hours behind, because of technical difficulties. That's been happening a lot more often lately, but yeah, let's go ahead and do that, because honestly this is like gloomy and boring. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch the weather to freaking clear, because active sky is like, hey, it's overcast. I'm like, nah. Okay, let's do, that's still too much cloud. Still too much cloud. Cyrus. There we go, baby. That's better. Very nice. So I had already had ortho scenery out here in this area, and I've flown out here a lot because, you know, a lot of our FSeconomy operations. Is that an actual 3D? That is 3D. I thought that was a texture, but those are actual panels, like a panel autogen objects. That's pretty cool. There's more here, or supposed to be here, I think, but they didn't put them. I don't think they might be farmed. Anyways, it looks really good compared to my ortho. My ortho was good. Like, I actually liked my ortho a lot. It looked really good, but obviously Orbx putting their touch to it. It's gonna make it a lot better. Nightside Gaming says you're gonna buy your yoke and pedals when taxes come in. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's excited for a new Microsoft Flight Simulator. We'll see what happens, man. What airport is this? NLC. So again, this is our flight plan, at least for the 350. Again, we'll leave the 350 at San Jose when we get there, and then we'll hop in the Citation. I was debating on doing this whole thing in the Citation as well, but I was like, nah, you know, we'll do a little bit of a King Air flight. Could turn the land lights off. I think everything else is good. I probably won't even shut it off when we get on the ground. I think because I changed the weather, I wonder if the pressure is going to go back to normal to 29902. You watched the gameplay trailer 10 times. I feel you, bro. Man, it's beautiful, for real. Like, I don't know. We always say, you know, we get excited on X-Plane about how good some of the scenery add-ons look, you know. But I'm just wondering how much different is, like, a simple flight like this gonna look on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I can't help but think about it. Like, I'm trying not to just continuously talk about it every single stream, but obviously it's gonna come up until next year happens. But I mean, Orbx does a great job, man. They have hand-placed objects all over the region, and they do a really good job. But I'm just wondering how much different is Microsoft gonna do it. All right, we are. Let me change this menu. Change user fields, ETE to en route. That's going to tell us how far we are from the next waypoint, and the same here, distance to waypoint. So that'll give us a more realistic time to this waypoint here. So it's going to say we're 6 minutes away, 26 miles. We'll land there, pick up some more passengers, and head to Monterey. I'm excited about that flight. I haven't flown to Monterey yet since I have installed this. Reese Buster, what's up, man? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. And Kayobara. So I think I've decided, I think right after the stream ended, you were like correcting me on how to say your name again, and I felt bad for saying your name wrong. I think I'm gonna give you a nickname. How do you feel about that? I'm gonna call you KB. I know that's not, I know your name is C, but CB just doesn't sound as cool. What do you think about calling you KB? If you don't like it, we'll use something else. I'm good. Cool. I'm just gonna call you KB. This is SD, by the way, Gio. I I don't think I have HD. I think for the Washington. Yeah, I think I have HD for Washington and possibly HD for Oregon. And I have such a hard time with frames out there that I decided I'm just gonna go SD for now on. Like, look at it. It looks great for SD, to be honest with you. But this is, you know, farmland. So I mean, we're only at 2,500 feet right now too, so we're pretty low to the ground, and it looks really good. And this is SD, so I imagine HD looking even better. But that's also like maybe 100, 200 more gigabytes worth of scenery you're gonna have to load on your system, and that's gonna hurt your frames as well when it comes to loading that. See some mountains off in the distance, up there on the left wing. But I think for now on, when it comes to Orbx, until Vulcan comes out, I'm gonna stick with SD for now, standard definition for Orbx. Ewo, what's up, man? Welcome back. Good to see you. Where'd you hear that? It says the new Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to have a live bird swarm tracker and live bird strikes. That's actually kind of cool. I think that's really cool because in real life, that's a big part of aviation, is watching out for birds and the chance of bird strikes. So why not have that in the flight simulator as well, to keep that in mind? Oh, it's a joke. Dang it, bro! It should be real. They should do that. They should. They had birds and crap and wildlife in the trailer, which I'm really interested to see how that works. Like, if I'm flying somewhere, am I gonna just see random deer crossing the runway? Is that gonna be legit? Yeah, Reese, I absolutely deer crusher. Ha! Reese, I definitely, man, when you come from no ortho X-plane to ortho X-plane, it changes your world. It changes the whole game. Like, your simulator will never be the same, and you will never fly somewhere without scenery the same. Like, once you go ortho, it's really hard to go without it. Our airport is right there. You see that that like chimney stack? That's a factory. That's right over at Mendota, so that's where we're flying currently. And we're just gonna land straight in because we don't even have. I don't think the wind is actually. Yeah, actually, wind's coming this way anyway. So yeah, we'll land. I think that's north. Yeah, we're heading north. You hate that factory? Why? Why do you hate that factory? All right, we're gonna turn off autopilot. How far are we? 9 miles. And am I on VATSIM? Yo, Gamer for Flight, you should come out and join me, man. Hop in your 172. I am on VATSIM. Alright, who that is? Chris with the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Today we're flying in sunny California in the King Air 350 for our first few legs, and then we'll hop in the Citation 2. Here's the river. And airport's gonna be over there, so I'm gonna switch off autopilot, turn the landing lights back on, get the aircraft slowed down, and I have the controls. PC banned from your parents. Oh, that sucks, man. But yeah, once you go ortho or like realistic imagery on the ground, it's hard to go back, man. Like, once I did it, I wanted it everywhere. I seriously wanted it everywhere. I obviously started in my hometown. You know, I started in my home city. I did like zoom level 17 or 18 actually. I think I have zoom level 18 in my immediate home area. Might be too fast. We're technically on the right base, and we're a bit fast. But I ended up getting a 8 terabyte external hard drive so that I could fit all of my ortho and X-plane scenery on it. Alright, we're at 1200. Don't see, there it is. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see the runway. Actually, I can't see it either. There it is, I see it. Alright, we could technically follow this little dirt road on the way in and make a hard left on the final. I'm gonna go gear down.
Minimums.
And gears down, 3 green. Prop sync is off. Props are full forward.
200 feet to minimums.
Flaps are coming down.
100 feet to minimums. Minimums.
Yeah, the factory is so much easier to see than the runway. Thank you, ForeFlight. It's a good visual reference if you're flying from far out. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see these airports. Again, this is another airport that we own on FSeconomy, and I also rebuilt the 3D scenery out here for XP11. Alright, we're a little fast.
100 feet.
Oh
50
god.
feet.
Oh, there's a. Oh, we probably died just now. I think we hit that light.
Props full.
Come on, nose down. Nose down. Alright, nose is down. That was not a legit landing. We came in super low, probably took out a light pole, and almost took out the fence on the way in as well. It's okay, we got a couple more chances. Let's do this. So, I guess we'll back taxi on runway 15. Welcome to Mendota, California, beautiful people. I definitely recommend you guys download this scenery. This scenery is for free on the X-Plane forums under the name Quebec 84, I think is the name of it. Let me double check. I think it's Q8. Yes, Q84 or M90, also known as M90. This is another FBO that we own in FSeconomy that we whenever I saw it, because we were trying to buy a bunch of asphalt runways, because it's really hard to find asphalt runways in California, you know, because California is such a high demand area for FBOs on FSeconomy, so it's really hard to get a California FBO. So a while back we were trying to collect them, you know. We were like, all right, we want an asphalt runway, a decent length, because our first couple FBOs were all dirt. And we wanted to find some that actually have pavement, and I was like, all right, cool, now we finally got it. Added some, went through, added some nice scenery to it, and you know, made it a lot more fun to fly in. You know, I don't know if any of you other guys fly FSeconomy. I'm sure you fly to a lot of no-name airports that just are little asphalt strips or dirt strips, not much going on. And so if you fly somewhere often, it's nice to have little scenery here, you know. So we'll drop the passengers off right here. I'm actually not gonna go all the way to the ramp because we still gotta continue. I'm just gonna hit the parking brake and get rid of these people. Yeah, I'm using head tracking, but it's not on my glasses. It's on my headphones. You just can't see it. I have it blocked out because I think it looks ugly. Finished flight. And we're actually not dropping anybody off. We're going to be picking people up. So we still are going to have these, what's this, five passengers. We can fit 9. I'm actually aliasing this aircraft as a C-90. Hit start flight. That's going to add a few more. Now we have a full flight of 9 people. And we're probably not going to be... Okay, so we have 3 people going to Monterey. And everybody else is going to San Jose. We have a real estate agent now. We have a few fresh fruits. Employee for some energy company, and yeah. You let them out on the runway. Hey, it's probably only because I'm streaming and I have you guys watching that I'm actually letting the passengers off at the ramp. Usually I would just turn the aircraft around on the runway, let the passengers off there, and then take off in the opposite direction. That's what I usually would do when I'm on my own and I'm not feeling like doing all the realistic taxiing from one side of the airports to the other. But today, because I got you guys here and I'm trying to be a good example, I'm gonna go through the whole part of the process at least. All right, guys, that was Mendota. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your stay here in Mendota and all the factory workers in the back. That door up. And next stop, we're heading to Monterey. And I guess I could be smart and go ahead and call runway 33. Mendota traffic. King Air 116 Bravo taking off runway 33, departing to the west. Mendota traffic. I know, right? IFATC watching me. I'm like, hey, make sure you do something right. That factory is massive. It's like nothing else around here. I need to get some good reference photos of this area and maybe make it a little bit more realistic. All right, here we go. Flaps down to 1. Lane lights are on. Passengers strapped in. We're ready to go.
Auto feather lights on. Airspeed alive. 60 knots.
All right, we're gonna exit right traffic.
V1. Rotate. V2.
And rotate.
Positive rate.
You're out.
Attitudes check. Gear indicates up.
I was pretty excited whenever I found out Orbx was doing Northern California, and it was going to cover areas where I already had airports. Like, I feel like it's going to be pretty. I really doubt Orbx is going to come back and make scenery for like an airport like in Mendota, Modesto, maybe Modesto, but I doubt they're going to make scenery for these areas. So it's pretty cool that I can already have free scenery available for you guys to have out here in the Orbx Northern California area. FSeconomy is freeware. Absolutely, it's just a website. You just sign up for the website, and you start your account. And once you start your account, you become a pilot. And then, as a pilot, as a beginning pilot, you can go and rent aircraft and pick up passengers wherever, and then deliver those passengers. And then you pay for the rent, and you also get paid for delivering the passengers wherever they need to go. That's where it all starts. Everybody starts there. And now where I'm at, you know, I have my own flight group with a few other people who are flying for us. And we own this King Air 350. We own a King Air C90, 1900. We have a lot of planes now. We've been collecting planes for quite a while. So you can see my scenery. I have ortho built into my scenery as well for the airport, and it's blending decently. You can kind of see the color difference there. From like that's like that green color, and then the Orbx scenery is more of the brown. So it's a little bit different there, but it kind of like the way I cut it, it's not like super abrupt, so it kind of fits in perfectly well. And if you don't have any Orbx scenery at all, you could, if you have the regular default scenery, it'll blend in with that pretty easy as well. So very nice. But yeah, I don't really show off my scenery very often on stream, but today I'm gonna take advantage and show it all off. A lot of them. The first airport we took off at was scenery made by me. Under the name Blue Arrow is what I usually use. And then this one, Mendota, also made by me. And then not the next two airports, but Modesto and the last two airports are also going to be made by moi. Raul, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. All right, pulling the prop RPM back to 1600. And we can actually go to prop sync. And land light's gonna come off. And we're at 4,000, so we can climb a bit higher because we do have mountains to climb over to get into Monterey. How about we go up to 6,000 feet? Do 6,500. That'll be VFR altitude for us, and then we can do that. And I'm gonna just kind of fly by hand, honestly, for a little bit. Let's just enjoy flying for a little while. We'll turn on some music and kind of vibe out. I might go to autopilot so I can take a sip of my hot chocolate here in a second. Let's see what I want to listen to. Let's go to this. Turn it down a little bit. Alright, here we go. Alright, let me trim the plane out. Alright, take my hands off for a little while. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go into autopilot. Forget it. I was trying not to do autopilot, but we're just gonna do autopilot. The yaw damper's already on, autopilot's gone. And we'll do climb mode. There we go. Beautiful. Here it comes. Plain Knowledge, welcome to the stream, bro. Just saw your comment. Thank you, Gamer from Flag. I'm glad it works well for you, man. Geo, bro, let's do it, man. Let's get together. I can show you everything I know about the TBM's G1000. It's really not that complicated. It's really not. Oops, I don't know how I got to that. Wow, look at that. That's sexy. We need a rotating camera because I can't keep rotating the camera. Let's go to X camera, and I might already have one. Let me see. I don't know what this one is. I'm gonna delete this one. Oh, that's a walk around view. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Ground, outside, something else. Okay, that's a. I still have a bunch of views from back when I made my King Air review. I'm just gonna delete one of these. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna delete that one. And then we're gonna make an orbit camera. Where's orbit? Create orbits. We'll do a radius of 35 meters. And we'll stay positive. I don't want to go underneath the aircraft in case I use this for on the ground.
Traffic.
Oh god, traffic. Max height would do 25. Duration, let's make it a minute long. And continuous. Create. Save. There it is. Oh, don't freeze on now. Alright. Wow, look at that. Orbx TrueEarth, people. I'm used to music for all. I'm using Track IR. I do actually recommend it. It's, in my opinion, the next best thing before VR. Like, if you can't afford VR, but you want some type of head tracking device, I recommend using Track IR. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good hot chocolate right there. Saturday, maybe. We'll see. You know how my schedule is, bro. If you free and I'm free, let's do it. Yeah, I use it. I don't really use it that much, honestly, anymore. The head tracking for iRacing. Mainly because my monitor is like attached to my desk, and my desk is attached to my wheel. And whenever my wheel shakes my desk, it shakes my camera. It makes it really hard for me to kind of see. So it's not stable, I guess, whenever I'm racing. That's the issue. So right now, if I'm looking around in a plane, you know, I'm not shaking my desk in any way. But if I shake my desk, it shakes my monitor, and the device that's tracking your head is actually on top of your monitor. And if that's shaking, it's gonna shake, I guess, your head in game as well. And it kind of creates a cool, like, lifelike effect. But at the same time, it can also be distracting. And so I've turned it. I usually don't use it, honestly. I rarely use it anymore. When I first got it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use it for iRacing. But now I rarely use Track IR for iRacing. It can be helpful though, because you can actually look your head from left to right. You can kind of look at the apex on your own. So you have to like try it for yourself and see if it works for you. It works for me. I just don't really use it. But look at this. Look at these trees in the crevices in the mountains. That's really nice. Yeah, that's my honest opinion. Like I think it works for iRacing. It works for actually, another thing it works really well for, I don't know if you use it, but Euro Truck Sim and American Truck Sim, it works amazing for that. It works perfectly fine. And I pretty much will not drive American Truck Sim or Euro Truck Sim without Track IR. You can like turn and look in your mirror while you're turning. You know, it's a lot more realistic. And I know there's some other face trackers and head trackers and eye trackers out there, but I don't have anything really to say about those because I've never tried them. What's funny is that when I had ortho out here, which I still do, but I've actually turned it off now that I have all Orbx scenery out here, I thought my ortho scenery looked amazing out here. But now that I have Orbx, I'm like, man, this looks freaking dope. And again, I guess the more I keep saying this, like, I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, but the more I look at this and kind of look at it in amazement, the more I think about how amazing this exact same area would look on Flight Simulator. With the trees, with the generated trees, if they generated it the same way. It is for DCS. Oh, you talking about face tracker? Track IR works for DCS as well. Like the main things that I use Track IR for is X-Plane, DCS World, Euro and American Truck Sim. I can use it for iRacing, but I don't really use it for iRacing that much. It actually works for ARMA if you're interested in that. It's kind of cool how it works for ARMA, and I wish it worked for Squad and some of the other first-person shooters. It's actually kind of cool being able to have your gun right down there and be able to look side to side and kind of check your surroundings without moving your gun around. But again, it only works for, wow, look at that. It only works for ARMA. It doesn't work for the other shooting simulators. But it works for a lot of games. It actually works for F1 2019 and 18. Kinda. It doesn't work great. Like you can kind of move your head just a little bit. It's not a big space for you to move it on the Formula 1 game, but it does work. It works for Project Cars. I think it works for Assetto Corsa. So a lot of the games, a lot of these simulators, Track IR works for. As well as Star Citizen, I think Elite and Dangerous, if you guys are into those games. Yeah, there you go. R-Factor Race Room. I gotta check out Race Room. What's the difference between Orbx and Ortho? Well, first of all, Ortho, well, you know, it's generated by you using Ortho 4XP. But also with Ortho, it's still using different data. Let me just tell you what Orbx is doing differently. So the difference with Orbx is it's all these trees are like really intentionally placed. Like all these areas where you're seeing all these trees lined up down below us, you're not gonna get that with just Ortho. You'll get the nice textures and stuff like that, but it also won't be color matched. So with Orbx actually color matches, or I don't know if it's called color matching, but they recolor all their scenery and textures to make them blend in well with everything. Because with Ortho, a lot of times there's areas that won't be consistent. You'll have like a really green area, and then you have like a really brown area, and you have like these ugly lines all throughout your scenery. Because the data is just not that great maybe in that area. With Orbx already kind of fixes that problem, and they recolor everything. They're also using a different source. They're using a paid source for their imagery. And so yeah, tree placement, they use a lot of autogen. So I mean, the trees are autogen, but they use a lot of autogen buildings, a lot of what they call POIs, which is points of interest. I don't think there's any on this route. But sometimes you'll see like big old wind fans. You'll see different, just different little areas. And there may be like big fuel containers or something. You know, like lots of like just different like hand-placed 3D objects that you wouldn't get if you were just using Ortho. So it's a pretty big difference between Ortho and XEnviro. Sorry, not XEnviro. Ortho and Orbx. Obviously, Orbx is, you have to pay for that. Ortho is free. So if you don't want to buy Ortho, sorry, I keep getting the mix up. If you don't want to buy Orbx, then Ortho is definitely a way to go. Also, Ortho is going to be better on your frames depending on what zoom level you get. But right now, I'm getting pretty good. We're getting 32. All right, this is not our airport. Our airport should be over there somewhere. Let's go ahead and check on that. Yeah, it's KSNS. I think it's Salinas. Then we have Monterey. Most likely we're gonna land that way, so we'll go around. What runway is that over there? Runway 10 right. That's where we're gonna land. So we'll do a left traffic in there. Let's go ahead and start descending. We'll go down to 1500. Pull the power back a little bit, and we'll hit descend mode. First, actually, alt select and then descend. No problem. I try to explain the best I can. Sometimes I feel like I don't explain things very well, but I tried. That would be a good video, though, honestly, like comparing ortho to Orbx. Four-leaf Clover, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, no, a lot of people use the Fork Boy. I just recently, honestly, even discovered Fork Boy. I don't use it because I have already kind of made the scenery, you know. But I heard he has some really good stuff. I think this is the little city of Salinas, California. I think that's what this is. And so another thing I want to say is that whenever you see Orbx TrueEarth Northern California, it's not including airports, all right? Just so you know, it's only everything basically but the airport. The cities, the trees, the autogen, everything surrounding the airport, but not the airport. So don't expect to get new airports or anything like that. Man, this is nice. This is why I wanted to fly out here, because I knew we were gonna have a beautiful flight in the Monterey. I love flying in the Monterey. This is also the location of where is it Laguna Seca? There's a really popular racetrack out here. Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's Sonoma. I think it's Sonoma Raceway is out here in Monterey. I can't remember though. I don't know where it is. I think it's on top one of these mountains out here. I have to find it. What up, Dimitri? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I know, man. I would tell all you guys, hold off on buying anything until next Friday, because some things will go on sale, some things won't, but you won't know until then. We got some more traffic. I don't know what traffic it's calling out. Ain't nobody out here. I mean, we're on VATSIM. It might be people on the ground. Yeah, there's no traffic out here. I don't know what it's calling out. I think is no, traffic level's not on either, I don't think. Oh yeah, it is. The traffic level is actually working today. That's funny. Alright, we do want to watch out for these mountains, so I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect autopilot. And again, we'll expect runway 10 right. I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking. I wish it'd be nice if we got a heads up on what's gonna go on sale for Black Friday, so you could actually plan for that, you know. I agree. The TBM, I'm be honest with you, I would be surprised if the TBM went on sale. I'll be very surprised. If it does, you better snatch. If you don't have it, you better snatch it up, because that is a rare deal. But for the full price, I believe the TBM is 100% worth it. 100%. All right, I see Monterey. I would love to visit here in real life. I've never been here on the Monterey before. This is the King Air 350. Let's keep some altitude, adding trim. Alright, there's the airport right there. So one thing I'm actually pretty excited about, because I've kind of been looking at what Orbx has as far as scenery on the P3D side, and I don't think they have Monterey. Do they have Monterey? I think Monterey might be one of them. I think yeah, I believe Monterey is one of Orbx scenery on the P3D FSX side. So I'm assuming they're gonna go ahead and bring it over to X-Plane now that we have Northern California. Yeah, Aerofoil Labs, that's who we have for the King Air 350. It'd be nice if this thing went on sale too. I think this should go on sale. I don't know if it's gone on sale yet. Alright, we're on left base, midfield, runway 10 right, Monterey traffic, King Air 116 Bravo on a left, midfield left downwind for runway 10 right, Monterey traffic. Alright, let's bring speed back. Monterey Peninsula. Currently locked outside your house in the freezing UK and you're watching my stream, there is nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry, but you might want to save some of that battery life and make a phone call to get back in your house. But man, glad that you made it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I am glad you're here. I hope you the best, man, getting back inside your house. So did Coronado completely like scratch that 50% off deal? Or that sale? Like, was that not supposed to happen? Because I saw the whole site went down. What was that, like, just this weekend, I believe? And yeah, a lot of really good deals. A lot of aircraft for like $20. I don't know if that was like a Black Friday kind of deal. Like, I'm not really sure. But I posted it. I posted it on my YouTube saying, hey, everybody, there's a sale at Coronado if you guys want to pick up some Coronado planes. And I checked it out for a little bit too. I didn't buy anything, but I checked it out for a little bit and was like, yo, this is actually a pretty freaking good deal. Look at that sun reflecting off of the water. I'm gonna go flaps 1. Alright, that horn is talking about we don't have gear. Monterey traffic, left base runway 10 right, Monterey traffic. Wow, so that was a mistake. Holy crap. That's crazy. Alright. Alright, it wants us to go gear down, so gear's coming down. The site was down for 4 days. Oh my god, that is nuts, man. Yeah, I was like, yo, this is dope. This is a good deal. So we know Coronado's gonna put a good deal out. I'm hoping that they do it not only on their store, but on the X-Plane store as well, because they did it on. It was only on the Coronado store. Thank you, ForeFlight app. Well, I'm gonna disagree with you on the fact that this plane we're flying right now is definitely not study level.
500 feet to minimums.
I have the ACpt 340. I like it, but I like the Coronado's version of the SAR 340 better. That's just me personally. But they're both good. I prefer the other one. So yeah, I'm wondering because I believe Orbx does have Monterey Peninsula, I believe, as scenery on P3D. So I'm wondering if they're gonna bring over that whole thing and really pimp out this area because it looks good. But I mean, you know how it is whenever they really focus on one small area, it looks really, really good. So here we go, guys, on short final runway 10 right in the King Air 350 into Monterey. We have one more stop in this plane after that. And then we'll be switching to the Citation, so stick around for that.
50 feet. Props full.
There we go, baby. Negative 95. Bring the nose down.
Props full. Positive rate.
There it is. Reverse is green. Welcome to Monterey, California, beautiful people. Alright, we're gonna exit to the right. Yeah, this airport needs some love, man. Like, Monterey is such a cool place. I love flying in and out of this airport. Even before Orbx put their TrueEarth scenery out here, man. Even before then, like, I loved it so much. We forgot to do our we forgot to do our predictions. We'll do that for next landing. But it needs some love, man. There's some free scenery for Monterey on X-Plane, but it's really not that good. And I think a lot of people have been kind of avoiding making scenery for the area. I know, like, for example, me, I was thinking about making some scenery for some other areas, and I was like, Monterey would be a perfect place to make some scenery. But I was like, but Orbx already has Monterey scenery. And just kind of following the trend of the releases, they seem to be slowly porting over all their scenery that they have on P3D. So I've been kind of like, you know, staying clear of all of California, like some of the major airports in California. All right, so these aircraft over here are Traffic Global. I think there's something wrong with the mesh in this area, and that's why you see that Embraer doing a wheelie. And these guys are not really lined up right on the thing. So, yeah, definitely need some love out here, man. This is one of those airports that just needs some dope scenery. Another one is Eagle County. Like, just so many really good airports, especially out there in California, that are just gorgeous, man, beautiful, and they just need somebody to make some scenery for them. All right, we're gonna hit the brakes here. We'll drop off. I think we have 3 passengers stopping off here. We're almost like a train today. We got like a bunch of passengers on board, but we're not actually going direct. So I'm gonna go to economy, finish flight. All right, and total flight time 27 minutes. Did it take that long? Still 104 gallons of fuel on board, and we still have the aircraft rented because we have more people to fly. So I'm gonna hit start flight for the next round. We'll see who we got on this one. All right, so same people. We just dropped off 2 people. Now we only have 6 assignments on board and 104 gallons of fuel. All right, next stop, San Jose. Pedaling wildlife. No, I'm using Track IR. I'm using the Track IR device or little. It's a thing on my headset right now. It's tracking my head movement. So that's what we're not using VR. I kind of like this better, honestly, probably for live streaming.
Approaching runway 10 right.
Thank you for flight. I keep forgetting she's watching me. Alright, flats for takeoff.
Entered runway 10 right. 6,400 feet remaining.
Roger that. Now, we got a little bit of cloud cover now. I'm not sure where that came from. I think Active Sky has retaken over my weather. But thankfully it's not too cloudy. When we took off at our first airport, it was freaking overcast. I didn't want to deal with that. Alright, one more stop in the King Air 350. Maybe a real short hop, like 30 miles or something like that. 40, I think it's actually 40 miles.
Auto feather lights on. Airspeed alive.
I try to make a habit not to over torque.
69. Positive rate.
I keep forgetting to turn on Project Fly though. Oh well.
Positive rate.
Europe. Yeah, those callouts are weird. I don't know why they're so wrong.
Attitudes check.
Yeah, I think, yeah, they're definitely gonna, I predict that before the end of the year, we're gonna see Monterey by Orbx here. And I'm definitely gonna get it because I love this place.
Flaps indicates up.
Gorgeous departure out of Monterey. Gotta love it. Let's go ahead and roll to the left. We will climb up to 3,500 this time. Maybe. We'll see. We're VFR, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does, but there's nobody out here. Beautiful, man. Alright, prop RPM, come back to 1600. Landing lights coming off. Recognition lights coming off. Yeah, the Orbx elevation is kind of completely screwed up that airport, so definitely needs some work out here. But it's just thing, man, it's kind of hard looking at that because I'm like, man, like I know Monterey looks so freaking good. I'm gonna try to avoid some of these clouds, but we're gonna fly straight through this one. As I say that, I wanted to use xmrbluemc, but the haze effect is so strong that even at low altitude, it's really hard to see the ground. So because I wanted to kind of showcase the scenery today, I decided to go ahead and go with turning xmrbluemc off today, so we can actually see some of the scenery. I am definitely violating my private pilot guidelines, or what do you call it, my private pilot rules, by getting this close to the clouds. Not supposed to fly this close to the clouds when you're a private pilot. But a private pilot would also not fly a King Air 350 with 2 engines. I'm trying to trim it out. I'm trying not to use autopilot this leg. It's a short leg, and it's our last leg in the King Air 350. After this leg in San Jose, we're gonna pick up the Citation and do the rest of our flights today. So, oh, look at that water masking. I always love how they kind of draw the beaches with the way Orbx does it. Well, yeah, they fixed the haze, and I have 1.3, but you know what? Let me just show you. Let me just show you the difference. So first of all, look at this. This is for all you guys who maybe have xmrbluemc, don't have xmrbluemc. Look at the visibility, right? I'm actually using Active Sky. So Active Sky is placing the clouds at the level that it says they should be, I assume. Also, the visibility is kind of the way that it should be, I assume, as well. Active Sky is supposed to be doing that. But, so yeah, check out this. Look how far I can see. Look how well I can see the ground below me. And it looks really clear. I'm really able to see the scenery and appreciate the scenery. If I switch xmrbluemc on, check. I'm actually going to turn ultra weather off. Oh, yeah, I'm a little worried about doing that, actually. I'm just going to turn xmrbluemc on. It might crash, actually, if I turn this off. That's why I'm a little concerned about doing this. Let's just save that for the next flight. Just so I have xmrbluemc on. Actually, no, let's just try it. Let's try it. xmrbluemc is actually turned all the way off. Enable, disable. There it is. And then I'm gonna turn it on. Alright, so the C version 1.13, so the one I'm using. IF Manu Pilot, what's up, man? Good to see you. Alright, so right now it's bright, but it's gonna kind of fade out. So I think this is it right here. So look how faded it looks. This is the haze that they use, which looks really cool. I don't mind it, but I don't know, like I kind of want to see better in my immediate area. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a pretty big difference as far as visibility. Yeah, like visibility is supposed to be. Those clouds look amazing though. Look at that. Those clouds look so good. It's hard to not fly with xmrbluemc when those clouds look so darn good. So that's that. Let me make sure we're not gonna fly past our airport. Yeah, we're still 32 miles away, and I still don't have autopilot on, so I'm flying it by the trim. So anyway, that's xmrbluemc, and it looks incredible. But it's just I want to be able to see the ground a bit better. It's also actually replaced. It's kind of changing the textures to make them look a little bit more brown and more fall colors. So watch when we turn. Oops, sorry. Watch when we turn xmrbluemc off. Look how different that looks. So it's just, you know, yeah, that's the difference. So it's kind of like, which one do you prefer? I like the other one, but not what I'm actually trying to see. You know, like if I'm flying IFR and I don't really care what the ground looks like, the other one is definitely the way I like to go. But yeah, wow, look at this. Today is about scenery today. Today is not about weather. If you never see this clear in real life, I would like to disagree. Oh, we're at 9,000 feet? Jesus, this plane was climbing on me. Alright, so where we're going is going to be on the other side of this little mountain. If we wanted, we could actually go this way, but if we're in a 172, I would go this way around it, but since we're in a King Air and we're bossing in this thing, you don't need to do all that. Like a golf course below us. But yeah, man, this is the standard edition, guys. So I feel sorry for all you guys who bought the HD version. Just kidding. No, the where you see the difference the most probably in the HD version is in the actual buildings. Like if I were to fly downtown San Francisco and I fly up close to it, you'll see that if I had the HD version, it would be a little bit better looking. But I'm pretty happy with this, honestly. This is an upgrade for my ortho, so I'm not mad at all. I'm using ultra weather for my sky textures and active sky for my weather injection, I guess you could say. Alright, I see San Jose over there. I don't know if you guys can really see it on the screen, depends on how big your screen is you're watching it on. But you see downtown San Jose right here, and then there's the airport right behind it. So a really cool arrival into San Jose. Another airport that needs a lot of love on XP11. Surprised that nobody's really giving it much love yet. Mustafa, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. No infinite flight for me this week. We will be doing X-Plane Global Mobile tomorrow. I need to open up the app and practice a little bit before we get into that tomorrow, but that's the plan for tomorrow's stream, is do a little X-Plane Mobile Global. I finally got beta access to that, so I'm pretty excited about getting into that and seeing what's going on there, seeing what it really has to offer. I'm gonna start descending over these mountains. But like, yeah, this right here, like, I love flying airliners, and I say this all the time. I love flying airliners, I really do. There's a different type of satisfaction you get for flying an airliner from point A to point B. But I love flying general aviation planes as well, where you can kind of get a little bit more up and close and personal with your surroundings, and a little bit more freedom in the way that you fly them around. You know, you're flying a lot slower than you would be in like an A320 or a 737. Traffic. And we have some more traffic. It looks like behind us, 500 below. I do not have eyes on that traffic. Crazy Kid, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, that autogen, bruh. That's what really makes this look dope, is like autogen. Like, look at that. Have I tried the Blue Arrow 757? Oh my god, I just remembered. Wow, I feel bad that I haven't. I'm gonna do it today, I promise. Like, after the stream is over, I'm gonna turn off X-Plane, reload X-Plane, and get that scenery, and get that livery loaded, because I want to check it out, because it's probably gonna make me want to fly the 757. And if I have any changes for you, I'll let you know. But I'll do that today. Do not let me forget. So we're flying to San Jose now, just south of San Francisco. If you want to take a look at the map. Where's the map? Here's the map. Here's San Jose. We just flew from Monterey. And San Francisco is right up here. So just up the bay there. We will not be looking at San Francisco today. Yeah, man, been a while. Glad to have you back. What's our speed? Speed's 190. Gorgeous, man, gorgeous. I think I actually have my. We might experience some frame drops because I believe I have my my object count to maximum because I'm crazy. So we might drop below 30 frames on final. My group is open, yes, but you have to first join our Discord. We recommend you join our Discord first, and then we'll accept you on FSeconomy. Where'd the airport go? I lost the airport, guys. Oh, I see it. Oh, wow. It's right there. But pretty laid back right now in the group, man. Like, we used to have like a whole thing where you had to have a certain amount of hours and make a certain amount of money before you could fly certain types of planes and do certain types of routes. But it was fun at first, like kind of like a career type of idea that we had going on. But eventually, you know what? Just let them fly if they want to fly. Alright, there's the airport right there. We'll land on the left side. We are 10 miles out. I don't know what number runway that is. Let's go find out. That is gonna be runway 30 left. San Jose traffic, King Air 116 Bravo on a 10-mile final runway. What did I say? Runway 30 left. San Jose traffic. Can you fly a TBM if you join our group? Yeah, you can fly a TBM. You can fly whatever you want. We don't own a TBM anymore. We actually sold ours a while back. But I am in the market to get a new one. They're just about like $500,000, and I don't have that money to spend in our group right now. I did just buy a Piper PA-28 because I love that plane. And we sold something. I'm looking to sell. I have two Cessna 172s that are up for sale. I really only want to sell one of them, but I put them both up for sale to see which one sells first. We have that for sale. I think I have a PC-6 for sale and a Dash 6 Twin Otter for sale as well. They're already up for sale on the store. I'm gonna go gear down, and we'll kill the music for the landing portion. Alright, there we go, man. Alright, flaps on. Let me know when you get the TBM and then we talk. And the thing is, you can still rent a TBM from anywhere in the, in the world. We just don't own one, so you could always rent the TBM and fly that. It'll just cost you a little bit of rent money, but you'll easily make profit flying the TBM because you can fit, I think, what, six passengers in it. Right, a little slow.
1,000 feet to minimums.
Alright, you will hear ForeFlight here. Buzz us when we get a little about 500 feet above.
3 mile final runway 30
There she goes.
left.
Yeah, I'm looking at trying to sell some FBOs, sell some aircraft so we can afford some different things. I'm trying to stop buying FBOs. Once you buy a few FBOs and start using them, it's kind of hard to
500 feet to minimum.
to stop buying them, especially if you have the money to buy them, or if an opportunity comes up to buy one. Like, that's usually the way it happens for me. Like, I'm not really looking to buy an FBO, but then somebody posts, hey, I got all these FBOs for sale, and I get like a really good deal on it. Like, I can't not buy it now. All right, so I love this approach. Look how close we can get to downtown San Jose. I think I have a wheel view. Oh, I don't. Where's it at? There it is. That's not it either. Never mind. No, I don't. I thought I had a wheel view. But right over San Jose.
100 feet to minimum.
100.
It's gonna be a stadium on our left here. There it is. I don't know what stadium that is. If you live in the area, let me know. Keep our speed up. Again, this is our last stop in the King Air 350. We'll be switching to the Cessna Citation here. San Jose traffic, short final runway 30 left. San Jose traffic. Yeah, honestly, with FSeconomy, it really gives GA flight a purpose. You know, it's kind of hard for a lot of people to get into GA flying on the simulator, unless you're really using it for training purposes. But FSeconomy, because it's so GA driven, it gives you a better reason. Like, a lot of the planes that I own now in my simulator, like, I only bought them to use in FSeconomy. Like the 1900, I only got that for FSeconomy. The Dornier, like a lot of different planes that I wouldn't usually
50 feet.
give a second look. I need a good landing for this last landing in the King Air. Let's see. We're floating.
Props full.
Come on, well, no, I know I did better than that. Still, that was decent. It was all right. All right, nose is down. Reverses are out. But yeah, as I was saying, GA FSeconomy gives a big it gives a lot of purpose to flying GA. Kind of gives you like the, I guess, the role of a charter company, you know, because you could fly a 737 and log it for FSeconomy and make a little bit of money, but you're not gonna make much money flying airliners, because the way that the airliner jobs work on FSeconomy is basically you're a pilot for hire and you get paid a flat rate for flying like an A320 or a 737. So like I honestly, personally, I do it all the time because there's days when I feel like flying an airliner, but I actually want to make some progress in my FSeconomy world. So I'll fly a 737 for $6,000 from Pittsburgh to Denver. You know what I mean? It's about an hour and a half flight or 2 hour flight, whatever it may be. And I could technically fly this King Air around for the same amount of time and make 3 times more money, because like each of these passengers are worth about $900. If I can fit, I don't know, 9 to 14 people and a King Air for $900 a piece, I mean, you do the math, that's more money than flying a 737 for $6,000. So in that way, flying airliners is not extremely profitable, but you can make money doing it. And if that's all you do, you'll make a decent amount of money. You have enough money to eventually buy something. It's just gonna take you a lot longer to do anything. All right, I'm gonna shut this thing all the way down. But yeah, when it comes to FSeconomy, GA definitely is the way to go. Usually you'll start in something small, like 7172, but you can fly anything you want. All right, finished flight. We only have a few people dropping off here in San Jose. And then we'll open up the door. I think I have a camera view at the door. Yeah, I do. Beautiful. All right, you guys gotta go. If you wanna stick around, Citation is waiting for us at the hangar. Let's go pick that up. I go get that me turn.
Don't believe this. Y'all need cheese. Y'all need cheese. Sleigh bells ringing.
Is this a Christmas song? Nah, I'm not ready for Christmas music. I'm gonna turn that off. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to fly the Citation. I love this plane. I love this plane. I still don't have a livery for it. I have been meaning to make a livery for this for the longest since it came out, and I still haven't made one yet. We'll use the first one. Technically not even an American call sign. I guess we'll use one of the American call signs. Use that one. And we'll be at San Jose, KSJC. Pick a spot, any spot. We'll pick left off signature FBO. We'll do Atlantic FBO. Minty Aviation, welcome back, man. It's actually not too late. We're actually probably at a halfway point. We still got 2 more stops to go, and then we'll be done for today. But that's what we got going on today. All right, starting a new flight. I'm gonna get some other things in the background ready while we wait for that. The great thing too about FSeconomy, especially if you're starting out brand new, is that you don't really have any ties. Like if you get into it for a while, you eventually can accrue like monthly payments that you have to make, like on aircraft. Like once you buy a plane, you do have to pay maintenance, or not maintenance, you have to pay a monthly price for that plane. It's not very much, but you will have to pay a little bit for that plane every month. So once you start getting really into it, you're gonna have like actual like recurring things to pay for. And if you actually lease a plane, you'll have to pay for that as well. But you don't have to do any of that. You could actually just rent planes and you'll never have any monthly fees or anything like that to pay. So wow, look at these clouds starting to circle around us out here. It looks actually pretty good, to be honest with you. All right, let's get this Citation set up and ready to go. We'll get the doors open. Almost forgot I got the hot chocolate. Not so hot now. All right, let's go. We still got things to do. I can hit start flight. I already have everything ready on the website. Let me make sure. Let me make sure before we start that we got enough fuel. Cause yesterday's situation, if you guys are with us, we were supposed to be flying from Denver to San Francisco, and ended up having to stop in Salt Lake City because we didn't have enough fuel. We barely had enough fuel to make it to Salt Lake City. All right, so I got actually we are missing 2 passengers. Let me go get those guys. We're gonna stop in Modesto, which is another airport that we own on FSeconomy, or another FBO we own. And we only have room for 2 more people, so we'll pick up 2 people from San Jose to Modesto. We have you can only fit 9 passengers in this Citation. And we already have 7 seats full, I believe. All right, beautiful. That's set up. That's ready. I can hit start flight. Uh-oh, what happened? What do you mean my thing is wrong? That should be right. I just flew this like yesterday. What do you mean my alias is wrong? Okay. Oh, you know why? I didn't change. I'm still in the King Air. I didn't change planes. My bad. I didn't rent the Citation. We were still registered as a King Air. That makes sense. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Alright, rent. Alright, do we have fuel? We have 19%. We have 143 gallons. This flight is gonna be, this thing consumed about 160 gallons an hour. We have 143 on board. Let's go ahead and, I don't want to fill up here though. I don't want to fill up here because I don't own this airport or this FBO, so they're gonna charge us for gas if we wait. If we just, honestly, if we don't fuel, we have enough fuel to make it to Modesto, and we could refuel there. But technically, we don't. We're only renting gates there too, so I'm just gonna put some fuel in here. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll donate some money to these guys. I'm gonna go 50% of fuel. 371. That's 371 gallons of fuel. I'm not sure how much it's gonna cost. How much is that gonna cost us? That's gonna cost us $798. That's okay, 'cause we're gonna make all that back on this route. Yeah, I completely forgot. Alright, we can only do that. Start flight. There we go. 9 assignments loaded, so we can see here. We still got those logistics pilots, or I think we have some new ones actually. I have a scientist apparently. A Twitch streamer is on board. Guess who that is? Blue Air Charters passenger. We have Corn and another scientist. All right, let's go ahead and actually get the this extra crap off. The remove before flight. Into the cockpit we go. All right, track hour is working. Hide that. And I guess we'll actually start this one. I'm gonna turn the battery power on. I'm gonna turn the music off so you guys can hear the sounds, in case you're unfamiliar. I also just like hearing it. Let's go ahead and shut the doors. Let's go ahead and get moving. Leave the ground power on for startup. And basically we can just go to the beacon. Navigation light is over here. We have fuel already. And just hit the ignition. Fuel boost, actually, fuel. Yeah, fuel boost. Is that on or off? There we go. Alright, right ignition, left ignition are on, and right starter. Here it is. Okay. There it is. Like, it didn't make the click sound. The next FSX, I would never call it FSX because just hearing the word FSX just makes me wanna. It's not FSX. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's a completely different thing, in my opinion. But next year is when it comes out, so it's gonna be a while. All right, that's one good engine. Where's the generator switches? Right gen, reset, on. Now we don't need a GPU anymore. And starting left engine. I gotta say, Carrado did a great job with this plane, especially with the sounds. Alright, let's check out the sky for the current weather. Pressure is still 29057. And we'll turn the left generator on. Reset, on. Boost pumps, ignition coming off. Windshield heat. That's all we need right now. We have our handy dandy GTN. Yeah, I love this thing. And we may have to redo everything, which it's okay because we're starting over now. So flight plan from here on out. So K-Mod, Modesto, and then last stop. Hopefully this is in here. NV27. Might be a different name. What's the other name for it? 2Q7. Another farm. A lot of our airports, like a few of our FBOs on FSeconomy, are actually farm based. So they're organic. All right, that's set. That's ready to go. We can go ahead and start taxiing, and we'll turn recognition lights on for that. Flap's gonna come down, and also the anti-skid. For this first flight, we're not gonna go very high. Basically, gonna fly VFR again. It's like a very short hop. Go to like, I don't know, we're going east now. We'll go like 7,500 and release park and brake, and we'll take off where we landed. Where are we? Alright, I think we need to go. Let's just turn around. Man, I love this plane. Every time I get in it, like, there's times when I'm like, nah, I don't really want to fly a Citation. And then I finally fly it, and I'm like, man, why haven't I been flying this more often? Something is on. I think it's our boost pump. Yep, that's what it was. I was like, I shouldn't be hearing that noise. Yeah, this is another airport that really needs some love, some tender love and care. Another really cool airport in the aviation world that somebody needs to make some scenery. I don't think Orbx has a San Jose, actually. We can turn here. I don't think they have a San Jose for prepared or for FSX. I'm gonna shut this door. Give the passengers some privacy. So first leg, this Citation flight is gonna be again fairly short. We can look at this map down here if you guys want while we're taxiing. First leg, let's look at about 50 miles, 49. And the second one's about 100 and something. So it won't take long though in this plane because it's pretty quick. And that's what I like about the Citation. Reese Buster. Alright, man, I'll catch you next time. Thank you again, bro. And that's great you caught 2 streams in a row. Really glad to have you out here, man. Glad to have you with us, buddy. Mr. Lunar, I am using Track IR to look around. It's attached to my headphones. You guys can't see it on the camera. I have it cut out on purpose. Oh, here's the end of the road. I gotta say, like, I still think the Citation looks funny as heck. Like, it is not my favorite looking private jet. It's so much fun to fly on FSeconomy. Sorry, not that too, but on X-Plane. But it's ugly, honestly. I just think it's ugly. It looks like somebody stepped on it. Like, alright, here's a traffic global Southwest flight taxiing over to runway 10 right, or whatever number that is over there. Another reason why I love the traffic global and the world, like some of the AI traffic applications that you can get, because it makes you feel like you're not so alone. Right, let's go ahead and get to the autopilot. Set up, let's turn the flight director on, and alt select, and nav. Have that pre-selected for us when we get in the air. See, our flight director's up now on our MFD. Now, where is the end of the runway? Is this it? I think this is it. Is he taking off there? I think he's crossing. Yeah, he is. Alright, let's get ahead of him. Paid for the whole runway. We're gonna use the whole runway. if he's taking off or anything. I think we did this flight right at the perfect time because I think those storms that were south of us are still following us. Yeah, they are. They're coming north, so probably in a couple hours all this is going to be IFR conditions. Alright guys, we're going to take off runway whatever this is. I keep forgetting. Land lights. Land lights on. That's a seatbelt sign. Yeah, he's actually taking off from over there. Alright, we're running 30 left. San Jose traffic. Citation 116 Bravo taking off runway 30 left, departing to the east.
Runway 30 left, 10,100 feet remaining.
All right, for flight. Thank you very much. Probably should mute that, right? All right, Southwest is off of the runway. He's airborne. Flaps are down. Land lights are wrong. Seatbelt signs are wrong. Rolling. Man, I love the way this thing sounds. Positive climb bureau. Alright, how about we rocket ship over these clouds? I think they're at 5,000. Oh, that's sexy. Screenshot. What up, Nathan? Good to see you, bro. Welcome back. Just doing some FSeconomy flight for, you know, Blue Arrow Charter in our Citation. Doing some short hops. I connected our network to San Jose in the Northern California area so we can stay inside of the Orbx region. So just enjoying that now. I'm gonna do a short hop right now over to Modesto. And pull that power back. And bring the flaps up. And we can basically just fly this heading here and it'll take us there. Alright, we're a little bit higher than I originally said I would go. And that means we're over speeding. Hey, you hush. She said sync rate, sync rate. This is why we train for IFR. Alright, we're good now. We are pretty close to these mountains though, so we need to watch out for that. you're doing well though, man. We still need to make that phone call. Alright, I'm just gonna go into autopilot. How about we do that? I'm doing a horrible job of maintaining my altitude. Got amper on, bank limit, off ride, autopilot. I'll select, we're going over to speed mode, and I want to go up, not down. 500 feet per minute. Robert Vlogs, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Alright, we're definitely way too high to be going 30 miles. Go ahead and descend below these clouds now. I thought we were gonna be able to get over it in time, but we didn't. Go down to 2,000 feet and switch vertical speed down to descend instead of climb. So what happened, man? How'd you get locked out? I'm glad you made it in though. Alright, we are descending 1,500 feet per minute. I was originally going to keep us out of the clouds today. How high are these mountains? One thing I love about the GTN as well is that you can actually see how high the mountains are. I think if I click here, elevation is 3,800, 25, 21. So as long as we stay above about 3,000 feet until we get past this area, we'll be all right. And we're at 7. Oh wow, look at this. Alright, let's level off a little while. That is loud. This thing screams. I'm liking it, man. I'm liking it a lot. We did good, Nathan. Getting some. We did good getting FBOs out here, Northern California. All right, we're level about 6,000 feet, 6,400 feet. We are 26 miles away from our next stop, our second to last stop for the day. FSeconomy Blue Arrow Charter Ops. Yeah, there's really no way we could have stayed below the clouds and flew over the mountains, because the clouds are like in some areas over there, the clouds are below the mountains. Pretty low. That means they're like around 2,000 feet. But these mountains we're over right now are around 3,300 to 2,600 feet high. Love it, man. Gotta love it. Whew. You know, it's crazy, man. At the beginning of our stream today, we've had a lot of issues lately, at the beginning of our streams. Yesterday, X-Plane crashed right before taking off in the 737 out of Denver. And today, right before we set up our King Air, the OBS crashed, and I had to pretty much restart my whole computer, which is my favorite thing. Favorite thing to do. But it's okay, we're back here. We're stronger than ever. Just enjoying some time, some chill vibes, man. Positive vibes, positive energy. Don't crash. Oh man, I was just talking about how proud I was of you. X-Plane crash. I shouldn't have brought it up. Well. Well. That's unfortunate. That's pretty darn funny though. Just talking about how proud I was about my X-Plane doing a good job and how we've overcome adversity. And then it crashed. I don't know what it was loading, but it didn't like something. But alright, let's see. What shall we do now? I have two choices. Actually, I have three choices. You can give up, give in, or give it all you got. But other than that, the other two choices are we can end the stream now, or we can try that again. I mean, we really weren't that far into that flight, but it's gonna take X-Plane itself a little while to reload and all that. It won't take that long, I don't think. I really want to do that flight though. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go for it. I'm not gonna. X-Plane is not going to run my day today. I'm making my own choices. So the other idea though was I was just gonna be like, you know what, forget it. We're just gonna play Call of Duty. But no, we're gonna finish this flight. I'm gonna go ahead and start X-Plane again. Thankfully, again, we weren't very far on that leg. We're almost done, man. We have a couple more flights. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about cutting out that leg now. Maybe just go straight to our final destination instead. I think I'm gonna do that, and actually, we'll do that. We'll cut Modesto, which I really want to fly there today. We're gonna cut that and head all the way up to Nevada now. Let me go ahead and tell those passengers that I'm sorry, but you got to catch the next flight. That was only a 49 nautical mile flight. I'm gonna cancel those. Yeah, man, X-Plane never fails. X-Plane never fails. It makes me feel a little bit better now, because I've been kind of jumping in a lot of different people's streams lately and noticing that they've been having the same problems. Unexpected crashes from X-Plane, things like that. And I'm like, you know, maybe it's not just me, so I don't feel so bad. Like, I don't want it to happen to other people either, but when it does, I'm like, bro, I feel your pain. I got you. I understand how it feels. Like, if it happens and you're not streaming, it sucks too. But it sucks even more when you are streaming. You have people watching and expecting you to actually complete a flight, and then, you know, stuff like that happens. But I don't know. It's weird. Like this week, I don't know if maybe I'm just in a better state of mind or what it is, but it just really hasn't pissed me off as much as it usually does. Like yesterday when X-Plane crashed and we were in a Zebo, usually that would have really pissed me off, and it didn't, honestly, like at all. Today when OBS crashed, it got to me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it got to me a little bit, because OBS, like if X-Plane crashes, okay, like yeah, I kind of expect that to happen from time to time. Actually gonna start, we'll start on the runway with the freaking engines on and everything. We're gonna do. But when OBS crashes, now that's upsetting, because I have to completely restart the entire stream, and a lot of times OBS will actually get hung up and it won't even let me force quit it. Like it'll be closed, but in my task manager, it'll still show that it's like on, and I can't even open OBS because it's like, hey, you already have this running. Like, you can't restart it again. And so I have to pretty much restart my whole computer to get that back working. So it's a lot more inconvenient for OBS to crash than for X-Plane to crash. And for that reason, I'm out. Just kidding. That's a Shark Tank joke. But yeah, so when OBS crashes, it really gets to me. So today it got to me a little bit, but at the same time I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drink some hot chocolate. Yeah. All you can do, man, drink some hot chocolate and turn the music up. Check the log. That's not a bad idea. Let me go take a look. Will it work now that I have X-Plane open? Or is it too late for me to look at that? I'm gonna try anyways. See what the X-Plane log says. It's like some OBJ file for some lights by Mr. X. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm looking at the right log. I don't know if this is the log for what's going on right now with X-Plane loading, or if it was if this is the log from last crash. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. I think it's it, because this is from 4 minutes ago. So it's the last line. In fact, I'll show you guys. I'll bring it up since we're waiting for X-Plane anyways. Alright, check it out. This is my log. So the last line is just a bunch of things not working. Mr. X, library, lights, airport, blah, 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 OBJ, not intended behavior, check your something. So, yeah, I don't know. No idea what it was. So, anyway, this is gonna be our leg. 2 Q7s, we're gonna go straight there. And we'll enjoy the scenery on the way. Switching back, Captain Reynolds, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Actually, there we go. All right, aircraft's already on. Thank you, flight. I guess we can go direct. Like, screw all the waypoints. Circa El Ranch, here we come. It tends to be extremely windy out here, so watch out for that. Alright, flaps are down. Landing lights, no, I assume would be on. Yes, they are. Anti-skid is on. We are gonna need the pressurization now. Since we're flying a little bit farther, I'm gonna go a bit higher. We're gonna go to, let's go to 30,000 feet. And hopefully we don't have that happen again. So we'll see what happens. I haven't changed anything in my settings. I'm gonna go 31,000 feet. And here we go. I'll connect the VATSIM when we get airborne. Not that we really even need to. Ooh, this thing is so light. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Oh, we forgot to freaking... Can I do it now? Let me see. Ah! Oh yeah, there we go. Trick the system. Here we go. I completely forgot to load the passengers, so... Alright, flaps coming up. Gear is... Is it up? It is now. Gear is up. we're gonna head runway heading. I think that looks great. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna go ahead and move right. I don't want to get too close to San Francisco up to the north because I don't want all that to load in. It probably already did. But I have my object settings really high. Matter of fact, I have them set to maximum right now. My number of world objects, which I wouldn't usually do. I just been really liking having it on, and it's been working a little bit for me. Alright, I'm gonna go and get the autopilot set up. Flight director on, navigation mode, alt select, and yacht hammer. And what's our speed? Do IAS climb, autopilot on. That was 231,000 feet. And I'm gonna change our speed to climb at to about 180. I'll be out like a light, ayy. Like a light, ayy. Goodbye, San Jose. Again. Alright, it'll be IFR this time. I am going to reconnect to VATSIM. Again, not that it really matters, but I don't know. I just like being connected to it, I guess. And we're heading out to November Victor 27. Our alternate will be, I think Bishop is out there. And we'll go to 31,000 feet. Cruise speed about 2, I don't really know, honestly. For 295. And foul flight plan. There's downtown San Jose. That looks gorgeous. Alright, are we looking? 13,000 feet and climbing like a... Flaps already up, gears up. Let's turn the land lights off. And seatbelt signs were not on. Yeah, they're on. Cabin is pressurizing, I think. What does this say? Anti-skid and Right now it's op. Wait, we forgot to turn the wing light off. Recognition. Man, I hope we have enough fuel. I don't know why it's always after I take off that I even think about needing fuel, but I hope we have enough fuel to make it all the way there, because I really originally only planned on getting enough fuel to get to Modesto. But we'll see. Too late now. Man, that looks good. Like, it looked really good from, how high were we earlier? Like 8,500 feet, but now from 18,000 feet, it looks even better. Ay, ay, ay. Oops. Just taking it all in, guys. Taking it all in. Where'd you drive to, man? What happened, Reynolds, with the Zebo? Was there a bug that needed to be fixed, or was it just was it a hotfix update? Did they add another, I guess, some more details, or what happened with it? Also, Geo, man, if you're still there, I know you're probably working. Actually, I don't know if you're working yet, but how did your flight go yesterday? I know you flew the Star Wars 737 as well. I didn't get a chance to stop by. I also didn't get a chance to drive on American Truck Sim yet either. I just kind of got stuff set up a little bit, but I haven't got a chance to really drive it. Been hoping to do so. The big difference, man, with like American Truck Sim and these trucking simulators is that, like with Flight Sim, I could take off, right, and leave. I can go do other things. I can go work. I can go work on things. You know what I mean? Like I can actually go and do things. With the trucking sim, you know what I mean? You drive the whole way and really pay attention. So when you're doing like these drives that take like a half hour long, which are usually the longer drives, like you're sitting there doing the drive for a whole half hour. And I guess for me, it's kind of like hard for me to be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go drive. I guess by myself is what I mean. Like if I'm driving with people and I'm actually talking with people on Discord or something like that, kind of makes the time go by a little bit faster. At least for me. Oh, nice. You picked up a load to the last city you need in Utah already, man. You must have been flying out there, or driving out there quite a lot. Alright, gotcha. Yeah, I didn't have really much problem with the Zebo the other day. Actually, we did. When we were approaching Salt Lake City, we were trying to get on a localizer, and for some reason it wasn't capturing localizer like it should. So I don't know if that was something that I was doing, or if it was something that the Zebo had a problem with. It seemed more like a Zebo issue, because I could have swore I set everything up correctly whenever we started the flight. Alright, since we're not going to Modesto, I at least want to see it. I think that's it right there. So we've already made it farther than we did the last flight. So I think whatever that broke our X-plane, it may be okay now. Yeah, that's it right there. You can barely see it, but that is my little Modesto airport. I love that airport. But yeah, it may need an update to that Zebo. Yeah, man, that ETS new map update is taking a while. Like, American Truck Sim got, what, 2 updates in the time that we've been waiting for that next map update. So I'm assuming that next map update for ETS is going to be pretty massive. My airport looks like it's working pretty good. I mean, obviously the color is a little different than the surroundings because of the this Orbx recolor and everything like that. But other than that, man, it looks, from this distance, it looks okay. I haven't actually been out there. I'll probably open it up later on to take a closer look at it. But man, I'm like so behind though in the whole American Truck Sim ETS world. You know, it's just so many jobs to do, so many roads to drive on that I've never driven on. So I have a lot of catching up to do, honestly, on that. Like, it's not that I don't like the game. It's not that I don't like it. It's just, I don't know, I guess I like other things more. Like, if I had to choose between racing or driving a truck, I would definitely race. And I think that's the issue. Whenever I plug my wheel in, I'm intending to either race or drive. And usually I choose to race. Like last night that happened. I ended up racing at Sebring. I've never raced at that track before on iRacing, and so I was, first of all, I had to learn the track. I had to learn the track layout. I had to learn all the braking zones, you know, everything. Like, it's like learning a brand new track. It's been so long since I had to learn a brand new track, and I had to learn a brand new track layout at Sebring on iRacing, and it took me a while to get it down, but I went ahead after, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes of practice, which is probably not enough. But after about 45 minutes of practice, I decided to go ahead and jump into a race, and started off slow, but did pretty good. I think I didn't finish like great. I finished like in 20th or something like that, but it was still pretty good. Captain Chris, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Flight's going pretty good. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're in sunny California. I got the California shirt, shades, but we're in sunny California. I thought I'd bring the shades back today. We had a kind of a bumpy start to our stream today. OBS crashed like in the first 5 minutes, so we restarted. I had to restart my whole computer. I think I got back up and running like 20 minutes later, and then just now, I don't know what, maybe how long has it been? Maybe 10 minutes, maybe now. 10 minutes ago, X-plane crashed. So we had to restart this leg that we're doing now, and this is our final leg today. We've done a bunch of legs. We started off in a farm in Corcoran, California, headed up to Mendota, California, another very small little town, then to Monterey. From Monterey, we followed the coast up to San Jose, and we just left San Jose now in the Citation, and we're headed over to Nevada, but flying over Orbx TrueEarth, Northern California. And it looks amazing. I'm wondering, so one thing I want to bring up, guys, is I was looking at the Orbx forums, and they were talking about, you know, like somebody was asking about if Southern California is going to come out, which I think is a really obvious answer. Yes. If they have Northern California, why would Southern California not come out next? But anyway, so obviously Southern California is on the roadmap for Orbx to come out here in, I don't know how soon, but in the future. I predict that we will get Southern California by January, maybe even sooner than that. But they also hinted on the forums, and I don't think anybody's actually really mentioned this, that they have another surprise region coming out that you might not expect as much. So I don't think it's going to be something like Utah or Arizona or anything connected to the West Coast. I think it might be East Coast US, or it might be back in Europe. But it's going to be somewhere that I don't think they've ever done yet. I don't know, maybe it'll be Australia. I don't know, honestly, because I kind of been having the impression that Orbx is like, hey, like we have a lot of scenery on the P3D and FSX side. We're just going to kind of get them all ready for X-Plane and bring them over there. But there's some scenery that they've been adding lately that hasn't ever come to P3D, or they're releasing it to X-Plane and P3D at the same time. And so I'm wondering about that, but they kind of hinted that there's a new one coming out. It may come out before Southern California. It might come out just after Southern California, but they're working on it, I guess, simultaneously. And I'm just curious, like, what that is, where it's going to be. Is it going to be in Europe somewhere? You know, we have TrueEarth Great Britain, which is great, but what about the rest of Europe? You know what I mean? As far as what they already have for P3D, they have Australia, the whole freaking Australia, which is pretty cool and pretty crazy. I would be all for it. Awesome Australia flying for sure. They just came out with Hawaii, I believe. I haven't really gotten a look at that, but I believe they just did Hawaii. So I'm wondering, like, it wouldn't be a bad jump from doing West Coast US to Hawaii, but I don't know. I was kind of wondering what they want to, what's their plan there. But whatever it's gonna be, you know, it's Orbx, and they always do a really good job. Whatever it is, it's like, it's really like Orbx. Like I keep saying this, Orbx needs to create a subscription for their website, and you just like have a subscription, you pay monthly, and then you just get all their scenery. I think that's what they should do. They have way too much scenery for any of us, at least for me, to afford. I can't buy almost every other week. They got some freaking new scenery that comes out, and I'm like, crap, I want it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to fly there. Like, I'm really big on some of those small airports too that they do. Like, I love Anacortes and some of those really tiny little strips that they came out with in Washington. Like, I love those type of areas. I love exotic places to fly. And the crazy thing is, even the tiny airports, or at least they seem tiny. I don't know what happened, but the weather just updated and now I can't see crap. But I guess the visibility changed. I'm not sure. But I love those little airports, but the crazy thing is those little airports cost just as much as the bigger airports. So if you get the small airport, they cost just about the same as some of the bigger airports. It's like it's gonna be overcast out here. It's not good. It's not good at all. I'm gonna change the weather because I don't want to. This flight is too beautiful to mask it with clouds. So we're gonna go and change. We're gonna go God mode and put the weather in our own hands. Cyrus. Hey, look at this. Look at this. Why would you cover this with overcast clouds? Come on, what's wrong with you people? Why do I have sunglasses on? Because we're in sunny California. That's why. I don't know, and also just hot chocolate just does something to me. Wow, look at that. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Freaking eyes glued right now. I feel like the music is too low. Can you guys hear the music? Maybe X-Plane is too freaking loud. Like, this is a flight I'm going to be doing again. Matter of fact, I believe last time I flew out to this airport, I left a Premier 1. So they might still be there. It's not mine, but it's a rentable Premier one. Matter of fact, I was thinking about buying it, but I just don't have the money to buy it right now. But if not, I'll just fly the Citation back to San Jose. Either way, this is a man. So eventually, though, we'll be flying out of California into Nevada, and I don't know where that's gonna actually stop. Once we get beyond that point, I will have ortho scenery, and so we'll still have a nice view. It just won't be it won't be this. Night side, how do you guys like Need for Speed? I just want to know what's your opinion on the new Need for Speed. Like, what's the good, what's the bad? What's your honest opinion about the new Need for Speed Heat? I don't have it. I honestly have no intentions on buying it. But I do want to know, is it any good? Because it could be the best Need for Speed game ever. It just the trailers and the gameplay didn't really attract me. And man, these mountains. We need to do some bush flying out here. That's what we need to do. I need to bring the Carbon Cub out to this area or something. It says in the caravan. My God, let me get a screenshot. Somebody come look at this. I think this is still Orbx. So like even my ortho looks good out here. We are cruising at 31,000 feet. And how far are we? We are 10 minutes out, 70 miles. So once we get past this massive mountain range, we need to descend around this mountain, and yeah, so we're a bit high. We're probably gonna need to descend soon. I'll have to figure that out. I do not have a Blue Games livery for this aircraft, and I need one. I haven't made one. I keep putting it off. I think I might have started one and didn't finish it, but I need one. But I love flying this plane. El Bat Pino, always good to see you, bro. Always bringing the wine and the cheese as usual. Good to see you, buddy, man. Thank you very much for coming through, showing the love. Alright, so he says there's no wheel support in NASCAR Heat. No, in Need for Speed Heat is what you're trying to say. You got it for free? How'd you get it for free? Somebody give it to you? Like, I would play it for free. There's a lot of, I would basically try or play anything for free. But there's certain things I'm just like, I don't know if I want to buy it right now. Is that a plane? What the heck? Are you contrailing? That is an AI aircraft that just contrailed below me. Like, I didn't even know that was possible. Traffic Global, you have just surprised me. Maybe it has to do with something to do with ultra weather, because with X and Varo, these guys were not contrailing, and our contrails also fixed, by the way, because of the ultra weather. We're almost there though. We can actually see where we're going. So, kind of visually look. You see this mountain range is kind of ending right here. There's another small one right here. Our airport's gonna be actually, it might be over here. One of these. Let me look. Okay, it's the second one. That is what I thought. Oh, you have a Premier account. I got you. Wow, look at those mountains. Oh my God. That looks so freaking real. That's like basically what, that's the definition of ultra realistic. Like, that looks better here than it probably does in real life. Even when the clouds change, which Sucks because we're not gonna get to see anything. But active sky keeps taking over. Look at how cloudy. There's no way I can get into this airport if it's that cloudy. Like none. Like this airport is completely visual. There is no instrument approach in this airport. So we're gonna have to keep changing back to Cyrus. But anyways, as I was saying, it looks amazing. And I still just can't really tell where Orbx ends. Like, has it ended yet? Are we still in California? Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, I think where we're going is on the edge of the California-Nevada border. Yeah, it is. Yep. That'd be crazy if it actually included it. We'll see. Yeah, Ace, you're right. It looks like I would not be surprised if this is exactly what Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 looks like. I wouldn't be surprised. Like this area, it looks like the same. You can even see the trees here on the edges of the mountains. I mean, come on, man, it looks freaking amazing. Look at this lake. Oh man. Wow. I think there's a little ski resort over here somewhere. I think it's right here. Yeah. I flew over this once before and I found this little ski resort. Let's see if there's any point of interest out here. So I think that's what all these little things are, like people skiing down. I don't know what it's called, but I believe it is. This little airport. I don't know what airport this is. It's pretty high elevation though, because it's right on the edge of this mountain. And these mountains go to about 14,000 feet, I think. I'm gonna eventually get Red Dead Redemption on PC. I'm just like, I don't really need to get it right now. I already been playing it. I've already finished the story and everything on PS4. And I know they've made some things better on the online, but I'm gonna wait a little while until I get it. I'll probably wait until it comes to Steam to get Red Dead Redemption on PC. Alright, so I believe our airport's gonna be on the other side of this mountain range, which I think on the other side of this will be Nevada as well. So again, I don't know if Orbx is gonna extend all the way there. Like, I don't see any line. Usually you'll see kind of like a line that shows like, alright, this is where Orbx ends and this is where whatever else begins. I think it's actually right there. I think I see it, but we need to descend like quickly. So I'm actually gonna turn autopilot off, which is something you usually probably wouldn't do at 31,000 feet. But we're gonna go north. We're gonna go left around this mountain, and we're already over speed. Try not to send too quickly. I don't want to be. We'll probably have to be pretty unrealistic to make this turn, but we're gonna go left and kind of just skim this mountain to the right. Hopefully these clouds don't come back while we're trying to descend. Might have to just completely turn off active sky. Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm a whirling dervish. I always twirl on purpose. I'm so surface level. Don't you look behind the curtains. I'm nervous like I'm Nelly. Kelly's so evil, he's not a person. What a good one consist of? I'm probably not as perfect. It's probably not in my bloodline. My faith lies as far as my fault is allowed, but truth I control where I land. I choose to be
speed brakes out. Those little bitty speed brakes. I always wonder, like, how effective are those tiny little speed brakes? Mateo! What's up, man? I'm doing good. How are you? We're descending into our final destination today. A little bitty airport. Okay, you need to hush. A little bitty airport on a little ranch called Circle L Ranch out here on the edge of Nevada, California border. And I'm not really sure if it's going to include that in the Orbx scenery. So I guess this is maybe my first time checking it out. We do own this airport on FSeconomy as well, so if it is included by Orbx, it's gonna be really I'm pretty happy actually. because we already have like 3 or 4 airports in the Northern California area that's included in this scenery, and in the future Southern California area we have even more airports down there, so that's gonna be pretty exciting. Yeah, man, with last landing for today, so we gotta make sure we do a good job landing it. We haven't landed this yet today. We did 3 or 4 landings in the King Air 350 in the beginning of the stream. We had a few different stops we made there. The Citation is pretty easy to fly, pretty easy to land, so we shouldn't have too much problem, not too worried about it. We're at 22,000 feet. You can see these, like in these mountains, I think this mountain goes at like 13 or maybe 9 or 13,000. I don't remember. Let me see. Yeah, actually 14,600 at its highest peak is how high this section of mountains are in our airports on the other side. So usually the way I enter in is I go around the north side and then I'll land. And there it is, Active Sky just updated on me again. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it back to Cyrus because we're not going to see anything. It's like almost impossible to land here with overcast, or at least low overcast. Gorgeous, man, gorgeous. I wonder what xmrbluemc would look like right now. We want to try that. Let's try xmrbluemc for a second. I just want to see what it looks like. Might lose some visibility though. Not bad. We did lose a little bit of visibility. It's not overcast like it was for Active Sky. Oh, never mind. Oh my, holy crap. Like, that looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that looks amazing. The problem is I can't, how am I gonna find my airport? Wow, that looks so good.
Transition altitude.
Thank you.
Altimeter 2960.
All right, that's good information. I thought I muted her. Thank you for flight assistant. All right, we're gonna turn it off because again we can't see nothing. Our airport is over here. It's already a pretty high elevation, anyways. I can't remember exactly what it is. It would be smart if I looked it up. All right, there's a line right there, right there. So this is where Orbx ends. So perfect. Wow. So our airport is actually just that sound. Speed brake. Yeah, I know the speed brakes are extended. I want them to be extended. Oh, you know what? I think that's the gear sound. Like I'm going too slow for the gear, or not too slow for the gear, but I'm going so slow they want me to put the gear down. So we can go ahead and turn the speed brakes off. We're at a decent altitude now. We're gonna go around this mountain, like I said, and we'll probably land the opposite way. That's the way I usually come in. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm pretty excited that our airport actually is included in this scenery. So that's pretty cool. I was actually expecting to fly out of it, but Orbx being Orbx, they usually give you a little bit more. Like they never just like the airport. Their airports are never just like just the airport. They always give you a little bit what they call extended area or an extended range area. Please don't crash now. But yeah. Something I learned when I went to Flights and Expo this year. Orbx had a little workshop, and talking about scenery design and kind of their process and the way that they do things. And one of the big things that stood out to me when it came to scenery design is like say you're building an airport, and yeah, you built the airport, you got orthos in the airport, you got all the buildings and all that kind of stuff. What they were saying was that there's also a area around the airport that they usually will build out, and I think they call it extended range. I can't remember the name that they use, but it's like an extended area, and it'll be a little bit lower quality than the immediate area around the airport. But as you get farther from the airport, the quality gets lower, because obviously, like if you're approaching, you don't need all that at 10,000 feet or whatnot. And so they lower the quality the farther you get away from the airport, but they also they do that in order to blend the their scenery with whatever scenery you have, whether you have default X-plane scenery, if you have orthos. So that was something that really stood out to me. All right, my man. I'll see you next time, man. Thanks for stopping by. You're gonna miss the landing, but it's all good, bro. I definitely understand. I'll see you next time, and I'll be back again tomorrow. We'll be on mobile though, so if that's not your thing, then I'll see you later. But we'll be on X-Plane Global Mobile. I'll be testing out the beta for that tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes well with that. My first time. Basically a big test. Yeah, it looks cool. Look how different, man. This is Orbx, right? And then out there, that's default. That's not even ortho. Like I thought I had ortho that far out, but I don't. So this is Orbx, and that's out. That out there is ortho. Oh, sorry, that's default X-plane. It's such a massive difference. But look at this little, not really a canyon, but here's our airport right here. This is my first time taking a look at this airport since I've installed Orbx. Sounds good, man. I'll catch you later, man. Have a good day or a good night wherever you are in the world. And I appreciate you coming through. Alright, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get slowed down. You wanna get slowed down early. The way that I usually approach this one is you gotta kind of hug this mountain on the right, but watch out for the updraft. And I wanna get a little bit lower. Because we're basically on a left base right now. We're pretty fast. We're like 180. Let that be way. I'll bring those speed brakes back out. Again, I'm gonna hug this mountain. If we have to, we'll extend out there a bit farther south. I'm gonna try to make this a one taker. And I talked to the active sky guys at Flight Sim Expo as well, and I was asking him about like updrafts and downdrafts, and apparently that is something that they do simulate. So we have to watch out for that as we get closer to this mountain. And it's also something that the Microsoft Flight Simulator team also was talking about. That's something that they simulate as you're flying around the mountains. Is they also simulate the updraft and downdrafts. If you guys don't know what those are, definitely watch. Look that up on Google. Mountain updrafts and things like that. It's actually really interesting. At least to me, it is. How the wind kind of interacts with the terrain, and it can cause these really weird, scary areas. Alright, so we're 500 above these clouds. I'm doing good, NasDog. Thanks for asking, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. And thank you as well for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Alright, flaps coming down. We're 500 above these mountains again. We're hugging these mountains on the right. Alright, there's a gear horn. Gear's coming out. There's our airport on our left. Again, if you just joined us, we're landing at a smaller ranch out here that we own on FSeconomy called Circle L Ranch. IKO code is November Victor 27. This is actually, we're actually right now on the border of California and Nevada. But apparently, Orbx has also done this area, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. Alright, here we go. There is runway. We're still pretty high. I want to get our speed down early so that we could adjust for the altitude drop we have to make here last minute. Also, I gotta watch out. There's gonna be a tree right before we get over the runway. All right, you hush. That's enough. I don't want to hear anything else from you. I'm a fighter jet pilot. I do this all the time. I'm just kidding. Also, after we land, definitely watch after we do the turnaround. The shot. Oh my god, I can't wait to see the view when we turn around and come back the other way. Alright, we're obviously fast because we're diving about 2,000 feet per minute. We're gonna go ahead and level off here. Alright, I got you. I got you. Or flight assistant. Alright, we can go ahead and get rid of those flaps. Land lights need to be on. Alright, power. Power, power, power. We're right on the edge. Actually, we're stalling, technically. If you really look close at the scenery, you'll see like pigs and horses and crap. They're all there. Alright, there's that tree I was warning you about.
100.
Twin otters on the ground.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Come on. There we go. Alright, nose is down. Reverse is green. And we didn't do this with real weather, but if we had done it with real weather, we probably would have had a really strong wind. Every time I fly out to this airport, there's a really strong wind. Alright, reverse is going away. We kind of bounced it as well. Not the best of landings, but I'll take it. Feel the music here. Welcome to my Circle L Ranch out in the middle of freaking nowhere. Flaps coming up and go ahead and back taxi up here. Anthony, what's up, man? Good to see you. Got here right in time for the landing. This is another FBO that we own on FSeconomy. Definitely you should come and check it out. We have all the routes currently pointed to San Jose. Cool little airport. This scenery is free. I did make this scenery and it is available on the forum. Search, was it November Victor 27 or Circle L Ranch? That is what I was talking about right there. Look at that view. I love it. I love landing and then coming back and looking at the view and I'm like, oh, bro. Amazing. Daquan, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. All right, since this is our last leg for today, we will go ahead and watch the replay once we get parked. And I'm looking forward to doing a return flight later on. Or honestly, if you guys want to do it, you can rent the aircraft. Or if you're in our group, you can go ahead and pick the aircraft up and fly back to San Jose if you like. I believe there's a Premier 1 also located here. It's not ours, somebody else owns it, but it's located here, and we should already have some assignments heading back to San Jose. Yeah, man, in VR this would be ridiculous. And look at this. Mountains behind us, mountains ahead of us. That is just... So the fun thing is, whenever you're climbing out of this airport, like especially if you're flying a Cessna something small, like a Cessna 208, even a PC-12, because what's our altitude? Right now, our altitude, we're at almost 5,000 feet elevation at this airport, so it's a high density airport. And so whenever you're climbing out of here, the only way out is that way or that way. And even if you're going around, you still want to climb to at least like 11,000, 12,000 feet in order to get over the next mountain range that's behind this mountain range, depending on where you're going. Like if you're going west, you're gonna want to get pretty high. Like whenever a lot of times I fly this route with the Baron, I'll fly the Baron out here, and the Baron with the Reality expansion pack will barely get up to about 14,000 feet, and so I really struggle to climb the Baron 58 out of here because the density altitude is so high. But I already see an issue. Again, this is my first time flying in here since I've installed Orbx TrueEarth, and it looks like they've already put some autogen here that shouldn't be here. Or, you know, this is, again, I made the scenery, so I didn't put these two random as heck buildings in here. And there's actually another one over there, looks like. So I'll probably come back here and have to edit this scenery and get rid of some of this extra Orbx autogen. I appreciate the fact that they put something here at all, but that's not how it's supposed to look. All right, we'll park it over here next to the fuel and load it up for its next flight. This is our last flight in the stream now, but thank you guys for joining us. Again, there's the horses. And I think, yeah, a few horses over there at the ranch. We'll park it there, shut her off. this one didn't click. There it is. You gotta hear it click. If it doesn't click, it's not gonna shut off. HD, my man. I only have SD. I have standard definition for NorCal. And honestly, I don't need HD at all. Like, I know your name is HD, so you might want to get the HD because your name is HD Simulation. But this looks pretty darn good for not being HD. But obviously, all this is scenery. I have my airport scenery, but everything outside of this right here is all going to be Orbx. And no, this is our last flight. We've done about, what, 5 or 6 legs today. Short legs, though. We started out to about 3 or 4 with the King Air 350. And now we did our final leg in the Citation. And there's that, those clouds that active sky keeps bringing in. Can you imagine? Look how low they are. Can you imagine us trying to get in here with the real weather right now? Let's see, what's the windsock look like? What is the weather? Actually, it's not bad. Usually that windsock is stretched out. We also got some people loading in a Twin Otter. This is one of the airports that I was really proud about, honestly. It's a pretty simple airport, but I really like some of the details that went into this one. I transformed this airport from like a no-name, nothing little airstrip with like nothing out here at all. It's like an X out here, to being something actually worth flying to. So definitely check it out if you guys want to. It's free on the forums. Matter of fact, all my scenery is basically always free. I don't ever plan on really making payware scenery. All right, replay time. Actually, before we hit the replay, before I make myself upset, I did this last stream. I forgot to offload our passengers. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Total flight time 47 minutes. We still have 252 gallons on board and everybody is delivered. Amazing. All right, first off, I'm gonna turn off real weather and we'll go into the replay. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna do this view right here. Look how low we are. Oh my, did we hit the tree? We might have hit that tree. No, I actually don't play War Thunder. I downloaded it and then I deleted it like not long after. But I don't. I thought about getting into it, but I don't. Extra flight? No, not today. Not today. We're already late. One day when I'm actually on time, we'll try. Let's take a look at this landing here. Oh, we could have touched down right there and I pulled the stick back. Bounced it pretty good. And there's the reversers. Try that again. Watch that from over here. I love this grass. That grass really makes it look cool. But for all my shoot 'em up needs, or aerial shoot 'em up needs, I play DCS World. I think I gave War Thunder a try and I just didn't feel like learning a new game. Yeah, I just kind of held it up a little bit too long and then bounced it. Alright, from the other side of the runway. Somebody asked in yesterday's stream if that tire smoke was for all the planes or just Zebo. I will now confirm it's just Zebo because it didn't happen in this replay. Alright, let's do wing view. Which I think track IR works, yep. I have my track IR working in this view as well.
Searching for truth, and truthfully I'm hurting to know why many of millions live where the murderers go. On a daily dealing with what you never heard of before. See, I got motives of moving my mama plenty of miles. Send me the pay before you even send me the files. I don't kick it with cause they energy wild. You by association like the enemy's child. I'm wondering really where they gather to go. They hate to see you win and they be glad when you fall. That's why I came with shooters, never passing the ball. Who would toe tag whenever.
Alright, let's do bottom. I think I have a bottom view. Maybe I don't. Oh, I thought I had a wheel view. Oh well. I'll do that one. Let's do flyby again. Alright, well guys, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys again so much for coming through and riding with us today through Northern California. I am extremely impressed, honestly, with how good it looks. Like I have Orbx, Washington, and Oregon, and they all look amazing. I honestly don't fly them enough. That's my honest opinion. Like I have them and I just don't fly them enough. And I need to fly them enough, especially since now I have Northern California and I have a lot of my FSeconomy jobs out here, and that's honestly what I fly the most, is out here flying the jobs. And so, you know, I'll definitely be flying out here a lot more often. But yeah, I recommend it. But I mean, unless you want to wait for Microsoft Flight Simulator, you might want to wait for that. But anyways, that'll be it for today. You guys are amazing as always. Anthony, Dylan, HD, thank you for stopping by, man. Mateo, who else is in here? Joshua Fisher, what's up? I just saw you. Yeah, I did see that full motion simulator. I just saw your message just now. Nasdog, Gavin Aviation. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else who was talking recently. Joshua, I already said your name. Daquan. Yeah, man, just search. Matter of fact, I guess I could post a link. That would be smart. Let me post a link. I'm gonna go to my forum. I was gonna post a link to my profile, and you can find all of the scenery I've done. I still need to post Modesto. There's really no reason why I've been holding on to that one. Like, it's done. I just haven't. I guess I just haven't taken the time to take screenshots for it and post it. That's really, I guess, been the only issue. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Alright, posting this to the chat for Twitch and YouTube for you guys if anybody's interested in any of the scenery we flew at today. But anyways, until next time, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, or give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you guys. Have an amazing day. Remember today's motivational quote. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave you with that. Your life is shaped by your thoughts. And the second one was, today is a tomorrow you worried about yesterday, and God got you through that. So don't worry about it. Peace, love, and God bless you guys. Be out of here.
Going inside the belly with the gun in my hand. Ain't no time for pity, got some thugging to do. Working in the kitchen with the dirt on my hand. God tell me why nobody love me but you. Going inside the belly with the gun in my hand. Ain't no time for pity, got some thugging to do.